Have you ever been walking across your living room, maybe on your way to grab a cup of tea, when suddenly, bam, a cramp grips your leg so tightly it nearly knocks you off your feet? Or perhaps it hits in the middle of the night, jolting you awake with that sharp, twisting pain in your calf or thigh. If you nodded yes, you're definitely not alone. These sneaky leg cramps are all too common as we age, and they're more than just annoying. They're a sign, a little red flag from your body saying, hey, something's off, pay attention. Now, here's the thing, leg cramps aren't just about momentary pain. When they become frequent, they can chip away at your confidence. Why? You might start avoiding walks, stairs, or even simple activities just in case your legs don't cooperate. And unfortunately, that leads to a cycle. Less movement leads to weaker muscles. And weaker muscles make you more prone to cramps and falls. It's not just about comfort, it's about independence, mobility, and enjoying life on your terms. But here's the good news. Your body is still incredibly capable of healing, rebuilding, and thriving at any age. And one of the most powerful ways to reclaim strength in your legs isn't through medication or surgery, it's through nutrition. Why? Really, what you put on your plate each day can have a direct effect on how strong, flexible, and cramp-free your legs feel. In this video, we're going to walk through the top 6 nutrients that help prevent leg cramps in older adults and boost leg strength. You'll learn not just what they are, but how they work in your body, how to get them from real food, and how to start noticing changes, sometimes within weeks. Think of this as your guide to stronger, steadier legs from the inside out. So let's jump right in. Let's talk about the first nutrient, one that's been quietly fighting off muscle loss behind the scenes your entire life, but becomes extra important as you age: protein. You might be thinking, protein? Isn't that just for bodybuilders? Not at all. Protein is for everyone, especially older adults. See, as we get older, our muscles naturally shrink. It's a process called sarcopenia. Starting around age 50, we can lose up to 1 to 2% of our muscle mass every year if we don't actively fight it. And by the time we hit our 70s or 80s, that adds up fast. Now here's where it gets tricky. Most seniors don't eat enough protein. Or they eat a big steak at dinner and call it a day. But the key isn't just eating more protein, it's about how and when you eat it. Let me give you an example. Let's say you weigh 70 kilograms, that's about 154 pounds. You would need roughly 84 to 105 grams of protein a day, based on the recommended 1.2 to 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight. But here's the kicker. Your body can't absorb it all at once. So if you save all that protein for dinner, your body might only use a portion of it. That's why spacing it out over breakfast, lunch, and dinner is so important. And not all proteins are created equal. You want to focus on leucine-rich sources. Leucine is an amino acid that signals your muscles to start rebuilding. It's like the foreman at a construction site yelling, "Let's get to work." You can find leucine in eggs, dairy products like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, chicken, turkey, lean beef, and even tofu or tempeh for plant-based eaters. Think about it this way. Every time you eat a high-quality protein meal, you're giving your legs the tools they need to stay strong. You're literally fueling muscle repair and growth, helping to prevent those painful cramps and keeping your legs sturdy and responsive when you need them most. And it doesn't have to be complicated. A breakfast of scrambled eggs and Greek yogurt, a lunch of grilled chicken on a bed of leafy greens, a dinner of salmon with quinoa and roasted vegetables. These are simple, delicious meals that nourish your muscles and support your mobility. So if leg cramps have been sneaking into your life more often, ask yourself, am I feeding my muscles what they need? Start by looking at your plate, because the power to prevent those cramps and stay active might already be sitting there. Now, protein sets the stage, but there's another nutrient that works a different kind of magic, one that targets inflammation, circulation, and nerve function. I'm talking about omega-3 fatty acids. Now, if you've ever taken fish oil or heard someone rave about salmon being a superfood, omega-3s are the reason why. These healthy fats are like a soothing balm for your joints, your blood vessels, and even your nerves. And that's especially important for your legs. Let me explain. As we get older, our circulation often slows down. Arteries can become a bit stiffer, and blood doesn't move as freely, especially to the lower legs and feet. And when your muscles don't get enough oxygen-rich blood, guess what happens? They cramp, they ache, they tire out fast. Omega-3s, especially the EPA and DHA types found in fatty fish, help keep those blood vessels flexible and open. They reduce inflammation, which is often the silent culprit behind joint pain and even nerve-related tingling or burning in the legs. Think of them as the oil that keeps your body's engine running smoothly. There's also promising research showing that omega-3s can help with neuropathy, nerve pain or tingling in the legs, especially in people with diabetes or circulation issues. So not only are you helping your muscles and joints, but you're also supporting your nerves. So where do you get them? The best sources are fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout. If you eat fish a couple of times a week, you're in good shape. But if fish isn't on the menu often, you might want to consider a supplement. Look for one that has at least 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA per day. And if you're plant-based, there are algae-based omega-3 supplements that work just as well. Now, I know some folks worry about fishy burps or stomach upset from omega-3 pills. If that's you, try taking them with food, or look for enteric-coated capsules. Your body, and your legs, will thank you. Imagine this. You're out for a walk with friends. The sun's out, your steps are light, and your legs feel energized, not heavy or sore. That's what happens when your circulation improves and your joints stop screaming. Omega-3s are part of that picture. And there's more, because while protein builds the muscle, and omega-3s keep inflammation in check, there's a third player that makes sure your joints stay springy and pain-free. One that literally holds your body together, collagen. But let's not jump ahead just yet. We've talked about two powerful nutrients already, protein and omega-3s. That can make a real difference in your leg strength and cramp prevention. And we're just getting started. Coming up next, we'll talk about collagen, creatine, and a few more surprisingly effective ways to keep your legs feeling younger, steadier, and stronger. So grab a glass of water, take a deep breath, and when you're ready, let's keep going. Welcome back. So far, we've talked about the power of protein for muscle maintenance and the incredible benefits of omega-3s for joint comfort and circulation. Now let's keep building that foundation for strong, cramp-free legs with a nutrient you may not be thinking about daily, but that quietly supports your movement, flexibility, and even the way you walk. Collagen peptides. Collagen is like the scaffolding of your body. It's what gives your skin its elasticity, your joints their cushion, and your tendons and ligaments their strength and resilience. Without enough collagen, your body starts to feel creaky. You know that sensation when you get up from a chair and your knees sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies? Yep, collagen loss plays a big part in that. Now, here's the kicker. Collagen production naturally decreases with age. By the time we hit our 60s and beyond, our body isn't making nearly as much of it as it used to. That can lead to stiff joints, thinner cartilage, and tendons that don't bounce back the way they should. And all of that affects the legs more than we often realize, because every step you take relies on a complex coordination of muscles, tendons, and joint surfaces. So what can you do? You can support your body by giving it the raw materials it needs, collagen peptides. These are broken down forms of collagen that your body can absorb and use more easily. Studies have shown that 8 to 12 weeks of daily collagen supplementation can help reduce joint pain, improve flexibility, and even rebuild cartilage over time. That means fewer twinges when you walk, and less stiffness when you wake up. But here's a little secret. Collagen works even better when paired with vitamin C. Why? Because vitamin C is essential for your body to actually use the collagen. Without it, those helpful peptides may not be put to full use. So if you're adding collagen to your daily routine, try mixing it into a smoothie with strawberries or an orange. Or take it alongside a vitamin C supplement. Your joints will feel the difference. One of the easiest ways to incorporate collagen peptides is by adding a scoop to your morning coffee or tea. They're usually flavorless and dissolve easily, no fuss. And once it becomes part of your routine, you might start to notice your knees feel a little less stiff. Your walks get a little longer. And those evening leg cramps? They start fading into the background. And speaking of energy and endurance, there's another nutrient that often flies under the radar but plays a huge role in how your muscles function. It's called creatine. And no, it's not just for athletes. Creatine is actually found naturally in your muscles. It helps produce ATP, the main energy currency your body uses for every movement, whether that's lifting your grandchild, standing up from the couch, or keeping your balance on uneven ground. As we age, our creatine stores decline, which can leave muscles feeling weaker, slower to react, and more prone to fatigue. Now here's the fascinating part. Research has shown that older adults who take creatine, even without intense exercise, can see improvements in muscle strength, walking speed, balance, and even bone density. That's huge. It means that something as simple as adding a small scoop of creatine monohydrate to your day can directly help prevent falls, increase stability, and make everyday activities easier. And don't worry, creatine is safe for seniors. Despite its reputation in the sports world, it's actually one of the most well-studied supplements out there. For older adults, a daily dose of 3 to 5 grams of creatine monohydrate is all you need. No need to load it like the bodybuilders do. Just take a scoop once a day, maybe in your morning drink or with lunch, and let it quietly recharge your muscles from the inside out. Let me tell you about Dorothy, a 72-year-old woman I worked with who struggled with climbing stairs. She wasn't weak per se, but her legs just didn't have the same kick they used to. We added a creatine supplement to her routine, along with a little extra protein and walking practice. Within 2 months, she was walking up and down the stairs at her community center with ease, and even racing her grandkids to the door. That's the kind of change that brings real joy. Now, while creatine helps your muscles fire and respond faster, there's another supplement that works in the background to keep your joints gliding smoothly: glucosamine. If you've ever looked into joint health, chances are you've seen the name glucosamine pop up. It's a natural compound found in cartilage, the tissue that cushions your joints. As we age, cartilage begins to wear down, especially in the knees, hips, and spine. When this happens, the bones start to rub against each other, causing pain, stiffness, and, you guessed it, those cramps and jolts that can strike out of nowhere. Glucosamine helps rebuild and maintain cartilage. It also supports the fluid inside your joints that acts like motor oil, keeping everything moving without grinding or sticking. Most people take it in combination with chondroitin, another joint-supporting nutrient. Together, they've been shown to reduce joint pain and improve flexibility, especially in those with osteoarthritis. Now, here's something important. Glucosamine supplements are often derived from shellfish, which might be an issue for people with allergies. But there are also plant-based versions that are just as effective. So if you're allergic, or if you're simply looking for a vegetarian option, just check the label before you buy. Consistency is key with glucosamine. It's not a quick fix, but after 4 to 8 weeks, many people notice a real difference. Less grinding in the knees, smoother movement, fewer, ouch, moments when getting up or down. It's like giving your joints a little extra cushion, something most of us could use after 60. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine your joints as hinges on a well-loved door. Over time, those hinges squeak, rust, and resist movement. Glucosamine is like applying just the right lubricant, restoring that smooth swing, easing friction, and keeping everything working as it should. It won't turn back time, but it can absolutely make daily movement more comfortable. Alright, so far, we've talked about 4 incredible allies for your legs. Protein for strength, omega-3s for inflammation and blood flow, collagen for joint support, creatine for energy and muscle recovery, and glucosamine for joint cushioning. But we're not quite done yet, because there's one last nutrient that ties all of these together. One that's been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine, and is now backed by modern science for its powerful anti-inflammatory benefits. It's called curcumin, the active compound in turmeric. You've probably heard of turmeric before. It's that golden spice that gives curry its vibrant color. But its power goes far beyond flavor. Curcumin is what gives turmeric its healing properties, and when it comes to joint pain, muscle stiffness, and oxidative stress, curcumin is a quiet powerhouse. As we age, our bodies produce more free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells and tissues. This oxidative stress is a key factor in aging and chronic inflammation. Curcumin acts like a shield, neutralizing those free radicals and calming the inflammation that can lead to pain, swelling, and, you guessed it again, leg cramps. But there's a catch. Turmeric on its own isn't absorbed very well. That's why curcumin supplements often include something called piperine, a compound from black pepper that increases absorption by up to 2000%. So if you're shopping for a curcumin supplement, make sure it includes piperine or is labeled as bioavailable. Most studies suggest that 500 to 1000 milligrams of curcumin per day is enough to start seeing results. Often within 4 to 6 weeks. That means a month or so from now. Your knees could bend easier. Your legs might feel looser. And those sharp little cramps could become a distant memory. And here's something else to love about curcumin. It's also good for your brain, your heart, and your mood. It's like one of those multi-purpose tools that fits into every part of your health. If you enjoy cooking, you can still benefit from turmeric in your meals. Just remember that for real therapeutic effect, a concentrated curcumin supplement is usually needed. Still, adding turmeric to soups, teas, and curries can't hurt, and it certainly adds warmth to any dish. So here we are. You've now learned about 5 of the 6 nutrients that work together to keep your legs strong, your joints supple, and your muscles free from painful cramps. And you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but do I really need all of them? The answer is, it depends. Some people see amazing results just by boosting their protein and adding omega-3s. Others find that it's the combination of collagen and curcumin that finally gives them that fluid, pain-free movement. The beauty is in how they work together, supporting different systems in your body that all affect leg strength and mobility. So, take a moment and ask yourself, which of these could I start adding to my routine today? What's one small change I could make to give my legs a better tomorrow? Because here's the truth, you don't have to live with discomfort. You don't have to accept leg cramps as a part of aging. With the right support and the right nutrients, you can keep doing the things you love. Whether it's gardening, dancing, walking by the beach, or chasing after the grandkids. And we're not done yet. In the next part, we'll wrap it all together. Look at how these nutrients work in synergy. Talk about safety tips, and give you a clear path forward. You've come this far. Let's finish strong, together. Let me know when you're ready for part 3. And I'll deliver it right away. Final nutrient, synergy, and the path forward. Welcome back, my friend. We've walked a long way together so far, through protein, omega-3s, collagen, creatine, glucosamine, and curcumin. Each one plays a different role, but all work toward the same goal: stronger, cramp-free legs, and a body that moves with ease and joy. But we still have one more powerful nutrient to talk about, and trust me, this one is often overlooked. But it's crucial for seniors. It's magnesium. Now, when people hear the word magnesium, they often think of heart health, or maybe digestion. But here's the real scoop. Magnesium is one of the most important minerals for preventing leg cramps. Especially those painful nighttime ones that jolt you awake and leave you rubbing your calves in the dark. Here's why. Every single muscle contraction in your body, including the involuntary ones, requires a balance of calcium and magnesium. Calcium tells your muscles to contract. Magnesium tells them to relax. So if your body is low on magnesium, your muscles can get stuck in contraction mode, tight, clenched, and yes, cramping. This is especially common in people over 60. Because as we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing magnesium from food. Plus, certain medications, like diuretics, blood pressure meds, and even some antacids, can deplete your magnesium stores without you even realizing it. The result? Muscles that twitch, spasm, or lock up, especially in your legs. If you've ever had a calf cramp that felt like your muscle was turning into a rock, magnesium deficiency could be to blame. But the good news is, magnesium is easy to replenish. You can get it from foods like spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and black beans. But sometimes, especially if you've been low for a while, a supplement can make a big difference. There are a few different types of magnesium supplements out there. But for muscle support and cramp relief, magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate are great choices. These are gentle on the stomach and easily absorbed. Most people benefit from around 200 to 400 milligrams per day, preferably taken in the evening, since magnesium can also promote relaxation and better sleep. I've had so many people tell me, I started taking magnesium and, like magic, those cramps at 2 a.m. just stopped happening. That's not a coincidence. That's biology. When your muscles finally have the mineral they need to let go, they reward you with calm, quiet nights. So now, let's take a step back and look at the big picture. You've got 6 powerful nutrients. Protein, for muscle strength and repair. Omega-3 fatty acids, for anti-inflammatory support and better circulation. Collagen peptides, for joint flexibility and connective tissue resilience. Creatine, for muscular energy, balance, and strength. Glucosamine and chondroitin, for joint cushioning and pain relief. Magnesium, to prevent muscle cramps and improve sleep. Each one does something unique. But what makes them truly powerful is how they work together. Think of your body like a symphony. Protein is the rhythm section, keeping things strong and steady. Omega-3s are the smooth strains, calming the inflammation. Collagen is the framework, the scaffolding holding everything together. Creatine brings the energy. Glucosamine keeps the gears greased. And magnesium? Magnesium is the conductor, making sure your muscles relax when they're supposed to. You don't have to take all 6 at once. You can start with 1 or 2, whichever speak most to your body's needs. If leg cramps are your biggest issue, start with magnesium and omega-3s. If stiffness is holding you back, look into collagen and glucosamine. If weakness and balance are the concern, consider protein and creatine. The key is to listen to your body. What is it asking for right now? Let me share the story of Roger. He's 68, retired, and loves working in his garden. But he started experiencing leg cramps so bad, he had to stop midway through weeding because of the pain. He thought it was just age catching up. But after adding magnesium and omega-3s, and upping his protein, he was back in the dirt within 2 weeks. Not only were the cramps gone, but he felt stronger, like his legs belonged to a younger version of himself. That's what we're aiming for here. Not just less pain, but more life. Now let's talk about how to make these changes stick. 1. Keep it simple. If you're starting from scratch, don't overwhelm yourself by trying to add all 6 nutrients at once. Choose one, try it for 2 weeks. See how your body feels. Then slowly add another if you feel you need more support. 2. Pair nutrients with routines. Put your collagen scoop in your morning coffee. Take your magnesium before bed. Mix your creatine into a post-walk smoothie. When a habit is tied to something you're already doing, it's easier to maintain. 3. Track your progress. Keep a small notebook or use your phone to jot down how your legs feel each day. Are the cramps easing up? Is it easier to get out of a chair? Are your knees clicking less? These small wins add up, and noticing them will motivate you to keep going. 4. Stay consistent. Nutrients don't work overnight. Most of them need 3 to 8 weeks to really show results. So give your body time. Think of it like watering a plant. Nourish it daily, and the bloom will come. And of course, always check with your doctor before starting new supplements, especially if you're on medication or managing a condition. Your healthcare provider can help you tailor a plan that's safe and effective for you. Let's be honest, aging comes with its share of challenges, but it also comes with wisdom. And now, you've got the knowledge and the tools to support your legs, ease your cramps, and regain your confidence in movement. Because mobility isn't just about muscles or joints, it's about freedom. The freedom to walk your dog, to chase your grandkids, to dance at a wedding, to explore the world, or just your backyard. And you, my friend, deserve that freedom. So take that first step. Add that scoop, take that capsule, build that routine, and trust your body, because it wants to heal. It wants to move. And with your help, it absolutely can. You are not too old. You are not too late. And your best days of movement, joy, and strength might just be ahead.